Tea with GaryVee, live and real and alive. Instagram's off, just FYI. Good morning. If this is your first time on Whatnot, let me know. It's GaryVee.com/whatnot, right?
Correct. Just got rid of Instagram there.
All right. Big shout out to everybody on TikTok. I see you. Mazin Mohammed, good to see you. Bomb Angel, GB from Thailand, Graham. Intuitive Goals Coach on YouTube, great to see you. That's very nice, Sandra, getting her pack of V-Friends. This is Tea with GaryVee, Turi. Great to see you on. Hope everybody's amazing. Susan Pete, great to see you. Joseph Craddock, Tri Nugent, great to see you as well. All right, now let's go to everybody on actual Whatnot. Let's hit shares, let's hit boosts, let's do everything proper. Thank you for the kind words, Joe, about the Knicks. It was tough. I was sad. Xander was sad, which makes it even harder. That's the thing they don't tell you about fatherhood. Like when you're a diehard fan, when your kid actually gets into full diehard fandom, it gets hard. It gets, what does that sound? Something just happened with sound. All right. I can't hear anything right now. It's all cloudy and weird.
Sounds cloudy and weird. Yep. I wonder if it's still...
Want to hear? All right. Yeah. Great to see everybody. We rated yes from Gary's account. Thank you so much. Can you hear that? It's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Give me 1 second.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Here. I'll just figure it out if it's...
You know what? Let me switch you to...
No.
No. Okay, hold on.
No switch around.
Okay.
These have to be the ones I use.
Copy.
All right. Yeah, it's good. All right. I'm ready to go for the show. Aaron, you here? All right. Let's get the first question. Everybody, welcome to Tea with GaryVee here on Whatnot. Happy birthday, Tyler Schmidt. Tyler, how old are you now? 34. Very nice year. That's the year I started VaynerMedia. Special year. All right. Let's get into it, Aaron. What's the first question?
This is a question from Diego. I own a fitness studio that has grown enough that I need to hire. Tips on how not to fuck this up. I know this will allow me to grow my business to the next level.
By just, oh, look, Dustin's watching. First time I get to watch. Dustin, are you in Arizona watching? Because if you are, it's nice and early, 6:06 in the morning. I see you've really changed your whole demeanor and energy as you've moved on, Dust. Really impressed with this early morning. You know, clearly the new regime's got you on a tight ship over there. This one's easy, Aaron. It's just called firing. What most people don't understand is the way you learn to get good at hire. Oh, that happened again. It's like doom. I hear like a doom, and then it goes. The way you really learn is by firing, Aaron. It's not that hard. It's not fun to fire, but if you make the wrong mistake hiring, the anecdote, the formula, the way you solve is called hiring. And people are really hesitant to hire because they're scared to fuck it up. Hence the question. What's up, Pablo? So my big thing is hire fast. Go with your intuition. Don't overthink it. Fire faster, and then promote fastest. So very quickly after you hire, you're going to know if you've got someone you can work with. You know, notwithstanding like random things that happen in people's lives. Sometimes I think about something recently where we had a great employee and something in our personal life situation changed that variable. But for the most part, many of the people that are sitting around here right now, it was obvious within a week or two, like, oh, okay, there's like something really here to play with. And on the reverse, there are many people that are not sitting here right now in this office that very quickly we knew. And so that's that. You good? All right, thank you. All right, can we throw somebody up from the chat? Is that a plan? You have somebody, Pablo? Yeah. All right, everybody, if you're new to Tea with GaryVee on Whatnot, just ask your question in the Whatnot chat. For everybody on all the other channels, on TikTok, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. Come over to GaryVee.com/whatnot. That's why there's a huge yellow bar across my face on these videos. If you're on Whatnot for the first time ever in the chat right now, this is your first time ever, say first time. In fact, Rips, are you around?
I'm here.
Let's give away a pack. These are like 25, 40 bucks. How much are our packs now?
Blasters? Yeah, like 20.
No, oh, these are blasters? Okay, good. Let's give away a pack because there's a lot of first timers and they're going to need to hit this lovely button that's about to pop up right here if they are on mobile. Let's give away a pack of Chrome. Not only are we going to give away a pack of Chrome right now, we are going to give a pack of Chrome away, and I'm going to sign one of the cards from the pack. All right, somebody's on here right now. Who's here? Steve.
Morning. How you guys doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good. Quick question, man. I've been working for the.
Are you talking light, or is this just my?
Yeah. Give me 1 minute.
Are you like in like work or something? You might just get fired for this question. Yeah, I get it. You're like, yo, how the fuck do I get out of this fucking place? I'm like, all right, we gotta fucking whisper.
Crazy, you calling me up.
Bro, I'm all energy. I know energy from a mile away.
Awesome.
I know, this is why I interrupt everybody. I already know what they're gonna say.
Oh, okay. Ecstatic that I got called up right now. I'm walking out of the office because I'm here at 6 a.m. It's early, but I'm gonna jump in. All right, so quick. I worked for the bank for 6 years now. Not something I love, but pays the bills, gets everything done. I worked at a zoo before this. Loved that energy, everything there. Bounce with animals. I capped out at the tap I can do. I'm thinking about making a big change. I have friends in law enforcement. They say, come on over. It takes care of you, but it's kind of, I got 3 kids. It's kind of in the air. What do you think? Is it something I should take the plunge on?
Do you want to do
careers?
Do you want to do law enforcement? It doesn't feel like you do.
It's always been in the back of my mind.
Has it?
No, it's always been there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just been there. So
let me.
Now it's like I got friends.
Bro, I'm so glad you're here. Let me give you a quick answer before you get fired here. You can always go back to jobs like the one you have right now.
Yeah.
This is the number one
100%.
thing that people don't understand. Jobs like the one you're in right now are always there waiting for someone like you that's scared to make the jump into something they're passionate about or really want to do. Do you know what I mean? Risk-adverse jobs are everywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
The end.
That's true.
So if it's not
Okay.
this, bro, if it's not this bank, if you go jump, right, and let's say you're like, oh, fuck, I hate this even more, I quote unquote want to go back, a different version of this same job is there for you. Sometimes this exact job is there for you.
Yeah, that's true.
And here's my biggest point of view. If someone is asking me this question, they're looking for someone they admire or love or like or are the homie to give them one last push to actually do it. You're looking for my validation, which means you're ready to do it. I don't ask questions of people to give me validation for things I'm not even considering to do. You're not asking me for validation to go be a parachute, or go be a clown in a circus. You're asking for something that you've already decided you want to do. You see where I'm going, my guy?
Yeah. And on the back end too, I've been training. Like, it's weird. I've been training a little bit on the side with some friends. Like you can do it. You'll be fine. Like, it's not an issue in my, but just like the change with security, with jobs and things like that. It's just a big change.
Yeah, you have kids, all this stuff.
Like,
bro, I'm so with you. But I'm telling you, you can go to a job like this in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Just as quick as I got it, I can do it again.
And by the way, so many of us are so grateful for good people in law enforcement, and so we could use you out there.
I appreciate it. Awesome,
brother. Love you.
Oh yeah.
Have the best day.
I love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
All right, I'm very confused right now, everybody. There's literally 200 people that are too lazy to click this button. There's so many people that are like, oh, I can't get ahead, or well, I can't get by, or I don't have the money. I'm giving you free stuff that's worth money. Sid, it's free. I'm going to sign one of the cards. You're going to get it in the mail. You can put it on eBay and get $93. $76. What's up, Alex? Tough. Nick's tough. You ready for Jets now? No. I get it. All right. Also, this little guy, the Y2K mug, is in the building. Look at that. Look at the black cat and Y2K. That's literally hanging right down here. And here's a good one. If you've never bought anything on Whatnot, ever, say never in the chat right now. I got something huge for you. Do you see this little yellow notepad? For all of you that just said never, do you see this little yellow notepad? Click that. Inside of there, there's only 30 seconds of the giveaway. There is still 140 of you that have not entered. Click this button right up here. This little notepad right here has a VF15 code in it. So you hit this little yellow notepad, inside is a little white button. You hit that little white button, it adds a code to your shopping cart, and then you get this insane mug for $5 because you get $15 off your first purchase ever. And then there's also the shop, which you can just click here and get whatever you want for $15 off. Some stuff would actually literally be free. All right, next question, let's go. Oh, actually, the giveaway is now being given away. I cannot believe 100 people did not enter. I'm stunned by the loser DNA. Snack Moi. Snack Moi. All right, Snack Moi. So everybody, I'm gonna open this right now. Everybody, this is my Pokemon. This is my Marvel. This is my DC. If you don't know what's going on with VeeFriends, I am building a positive and optimistic but accountable and tenacious universe called VeeFriends with great characters like the Balanced Beetle and, ooh, I like this one, Rips, Patient Pig, and a yellow refractor, a little color match with that little booty that the Firefly comes with. The yellow refractor Firefly is in the mix, and the final card is, yes, Sid, I see you want to say something. No, you're good.
I was just going to say, I think it's really underrated how
Major Moth.
you can do mental math so fast. Like, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. What they also don't know is that 120 of them literally could have clicked the button, could have gotten this Patient Pig auto, which is going to sell for real money. Snack Moi. Big win for Snack Moi. Everybody, if you want to learn more about VeeFriends, especially if you have a 4 to 12-year-old in your family, especially if you're a dad who has a daughter that's 4 to 12 and you're looking to find something to collect and get into together, if you liked to do that, if you would like to learn more about VeeFriends, say I want more. And if you're one of those people, literally at the top here, click this VeeFriends logo and DM us. Message us with your basic questions. I have teammates in the DMs ready to give you much more context. Please DM up here if you want to learn more of why our comic books, our trading cards, our kids' books, and our cartoons that Adrian just pinned right down there in the chat, VeeFriends.com/cartoons, why this world is growing, why you need to learn about it. Rips, I want the team to make a eBay comps video each week so we could play it in a moment like this, because this would blow people away if they knew what was going on eBay. Right, Mike? You're scared to play a video?
No.
Okay. No. No, but you don't have that set up. Understood. All right, here we go. Go ahead, Aaron.
Question is from Fatima. I'm a 23-year-old computer engineer turned baker. I built The Fairy Who Bakes to 229K followers, published a cookbook, and even got followed by The Rock. Thanks to you, I followed my passion after graduating. I'm now testing new content styles, but feel stuck in the same niche. What would you focus on to evolve this into a global brand, especially with the US audience while living in Lebanon?
Patience. I mean, she's 2 seconds in. Like, I had 229,000 followers once. Bless you. I had 229,000 followers once. Like, I didn't stress at 229. I was excited at 229 to get to 500,000, to get to 1 million, to get to 2 million, to 4 million. You know, like, most people, bless you, Rips, most people on this show right now are struggling with the character I just signed. People struggle with patience. They want everything now. They want it now, Aaron. Like, she's doing great. She's actually living the life that 99% of the audience here right now is hoping to live. Everybody, please share the show in your group chat, your family chat, Twitter, Facebook, and everybody on my other social networks, especially TikTok right now and YouTube and Facebook, get over here, GaryVee.com/whatnot. You see the huge yellow bar on the video. Get over here right now. Get over here right now. You're losing the context. You need to get over here right now. Download the app and tell me you just came over. If you came over from another social network, let me know right now. Especially all of you, Instagram, get over here, GaryVee.com/whatnot. Restart this again. Oh, I like the whole restart. So Aaron, it's very easy. Like, she's winning, but she's slowed down on her growth, and so now she thinks she's losing. It's like any progress with anything. If you run, if you work out, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get muscles, like basketball, you want to get better at pool, like whatever, chess, people grow, then they hit a plateau. That is normal. And in that plateau is when you need to be grateful for the growth you just had. And most people don't go with gratitude. They go with envy and jealousy of other people that got bigger muscles, sold more cupcakes, lost more weight. We deploy envy and jealousy in moments when we should be deploying gratitude. There it is. I'm pretty happy about that clip right there. That is it right there. Let's fucking go. I'm pumped about that right there. Right there. It finally came out. There it is. We are deploying envy and jealousy, which creates lack of patience. We are deploying envy and jealousy, which triggers our lack of passion. It's funny how passion just keeps coming up. We are deploying envy and jealousy, which triggers our lack of patience in moments when we should be deploying gratitude for the accomplishments, the micro accomplishments that we just had. Michael Ramirez from YouTube, thank you for coming over to Whatnot. I'm going to start doing something really smart for people that come over from the other platforms. Speaking of other platforms, Instagram, every one of you go here right now, GaryVee.com/whatnot, and tell me that you came over. I am live on Whatnot right now. That is where I do tea with Gary Vee, because I can do giveaways like this. Rips, run another giveaway. All 500 people need to enter this time. Did you not learn from the last time, everybody? I will be at Fanatics Fest. Rahul, thank you for coming over. Rob Jacobs, thank you for coming YouTube. If you want to learn more about V-Friends, my Pokemon, DC, Marvel, Star Wars like universe, if you'd like to learn more, especially if you collect comics and trading cards, magnets, coins, things of that nature, please DM me right here with your basic questions, especially if you have a 4 to 10-year-old. Thank you for the boost. Next question.
Okay, this question is from Hector. I have 2 very young kids, 2 boys ages 6 and 2.
Yeah, I
began my own consulting business 7 years ago, and it's doing really well. However, it keeps me away from my family a lot more than I would like. I'm curious, as a dad yourself, on how to move past the feeling of regret when I miss moments with my kids due to my commitment with work.
Listen, this is as hard as it gets. There is no right answer. There is who's the judge and jury of whether you spent enough time or didn't. I spent so much more time with my kids than my dad that I felt like I was a superhero. In hindsight, there was more time to be had. And they might have things to say when they're older. And then they'll live their lives. You just do the best you can. We have to stop beating ourselves up on this. You're trying to provide for your family. Like, people don't get it. Like, we went through this whole era where moms and dads that were providing were getting demonized. Who the fuck do you think is paying for shit? How the fuck do you live? Like, there is that part. And as long as you're actually giving a fuck, as long as you love your kids and you're trying your best and you're not bullshitting and you're not fucking golfing and bowling and like running away, like you're genuinely trying. And by the way, I've met a lot of 20-year-olds who talk about my parents showed me how to live instead of told me how to live. And oh, by the way, Rips, did your parents go to your games when you were a kid? Yeah. Do you remember every game you ever played, every minute and every time they were there? Of course not. I watched a bunch of Daily V's. I think I have the best memory in the world. I watched a bunch of Daily V's when I was drawing V-Friends. When I was drawing V-Friends 4 years ago, 5 years ago, me, Tyler, D-Rock, Andy, we watched old Daily V's. I didn't remember anything. And they were only like 5 years ago. I was like, okay, we have a very confused POV on what we remember. You're not going to remember every single thing. You're going to remember how you felt. And if this father, what's his name?
Hector.
If his kids feel like Hector gave a fuck, that's all that's needed. The end. This is a binary game for parents. Do your kids think you gave a fuck or not? The end. Not the every little recital and sports game and after, like, and by the way, what about being present when you're there? I know all sorts of parents. I have buddies who are degenerates, who are home at 5 p.m. from work all the time. They're there. You're good, Wanda. They're there. But they're fucking watching Sports Center and drinking beers and farting and not giving a shit about their kids. What about that part? Like, there's also that. So, I don't know, like, we need to stop beating ourselves up. You know? For real. All right, how many people have entered? What does it matter with you people?
260.
There's 260 of you that have not entered. All you have to do is hit this button right here. That's it. And also, pick up a mug. It's in the store right now. It's right at the bottom. $20, $5 if you've never bought anything on Whatnot. You literally hit this little yellow little notes. You click that. There's a little VF15 white button in there. You click that. That goes into your shopping cart as a code, and then you get this mug for $5. And this mug is fresh. We got sticker packs for free. Yeah, give me a sticker pack. Do you have one? What? Nope.
No, I'm not seeing any groups. Oh, there's
All right, next question. I'm ready to get somebody on video, or it could be from Aaron. Yeah, sticker packs are free. They're in the shop. All right, Lewis, what's good?
Oh, hello, how's it going?
I can hear him, yeah. What's good, Lewis?
Can you hear me?
Louder would be better. What's good, Lewis?
How's it going? You okay?
I'm good, brother. Where are you from?
Good. I'm from England, just outside of London.
Very nice.
Yeah. Big fan, by the way, big fan.
Thank you, brother.
So basically, I'm an actor. I'm a 24-year-old actor, and I've been an actor for about 2 years now, and my career is definitely on the rise. Like, I'm sort of getting my name out there in, like, the horror world and stuff like that, and my name's sort of getting established. However, like, with acting, it's so sporadic. Like, I've had some jobs where I earn a lot of money, and then I have a few months where, like, it's a bit coming in. So it's kind of that idea of, like, do I start a side hustle whilst going in on my passion, or does that take too much time away from acting, or do I go all in?
A side hustle's perfect because it doesn't take time away from acting. It allows you to do shit when the acting is slow.
Yes, okay.
You're not doing two careers. Big Card Galaxy raid for 28 people. Thank you so much, everybody who just came from the raid. Click right here. We're giving away a pack of Chrome. 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds. You understand, brother? Like, that's why side hustles are awesome, because they're not actually taking away. They're there to circumvent the moments of downtime. With love from Iowa. Big clap from love
nice
from
one.
Iowa. Big win. I will open this in a second.
Congrats.
So, brother, you understand?
Yeah, it's just because, like, I started a fitness business like a few months ago, and I didn't really take off, and it was taking a lot of time away from my acting. So I almost panicked and thinking, like, with acting, you obviously got to learn your lines, and if you're on set as well, stuff slows down on the side. So it's finding that side hustle to still do all the things of acting. Obviously, like,
I've got a good side hustle for you. Make social media content of you sharing your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, and your observations. It will build your profile and will help your acting.
Or I do it on the same Instagram account that I use for acting, or do a separate account.
You can do both. Either works.
Both?
What is your Instagram?
So my Instagram is lewissanter.actor, and it's all just acting stuff on there. So I put clips of me acting, films
Can
I've been in.
you can you spell that out, because you went too fast and your accent fucked up a bunch of us Americans?
Oh, sorry. Should I put it in the chat? It's lewissanter. I'll put it in the chat now. Actor.
Beautiful.
I don't know if people can see that.
There it is. We can. Yep.
So that's my acting account, but I always worry about doing videos of me speaking to camera, because it's like, are people thinking, is he an actor or a content creator, or is that getting in my head too much?
That's getting in your head too much. It's the same shit.
This is why I love your content, because you always have the idea of, like, just saying fuck it and just doing it and just seeing how it goes.
Because that's how life actually works.
Yeah.
The reason my shit works is I live real life, and all of you live life in your head, grounded in insecurity and fear.
Yeah.
How about that,
I think
Lewis?
that's it. I think also with acting as well, it's one of those things you need to get out of your head. And it's like with content creation.
Ed, all 1,000 people right now, the ones on Whatnot and the ones on all my other social, all of them are in their fucking head.
Yeah.
And then everyone's 90 and says, why did I live in my head?
Yeah.
That's literally how, that's life. Everybody spends 80 to 90 years in their head. and then they turn 90 and they say, why the fuck did I live in my head?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea though. Starting a content thing on the side is a really good idea because it's like my passion. I love talking about it with people, but it is that idea of like how am I being perceived online?
I know what
if
you're
I went
thinking.
down that route.
That is not going to have it. In fact, it will not have a detriment to you being an actor, but it might be the contributor to you being an actor.
Oh, I see. He's getting your name out there more.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Somebody may see something in you when you're ranting about your favorite football team, and that might be the reason you're an actor because they see that you're an actor.
Yeah. They see my personality through that, yeah.
That's right.
I saw one of your TED Talks talking about it's all about attention acting, and that's something I'm struggling with is like, it's getting that attention into you, putting yourself out on Instagram, on TikTok and stuff like that. And
real quick, new Jeff 35 DM says, we didn't have this problem before the internet. I was born in 68. Fully not true. Suicide was very real in our generation, Jeff. The problem was that it wasn't talked about. Somebody would commit suicide in a family in 1979, and then the family would make up that they died of a heart attack, and the media didn't cover it. This problem has always existed. Humans have always had issues. There you go. And new Jeff said, true. See? Jeff knows. Brother, the internet and social media have not changed us. It's exposed us, which now allows us to fix it. The internet also has allowed for people like me to live in here. I'm helping our youngster here right now. He couldn't find me pre-internet. He would just have other fear coming at him from the mainstream media.
Yeah.
The internet has been a net positive, yet everyone thinks it's been a net negative because we don't want to be accountable for the truth. Because we used to hide the truth.
Yeah.
Sexual orientation, suicide, depression, alcoholism, domestic abuse. This shit hid, motherfuckers. This was all in the shadows of our society. You can't hide in a social internet world. Thus, now we get to, do you know how you fix things? By exposing them. By going to therapy, by shedding light on things. We're fixing the world right now because of social media. And people can't see it because we're in the middle of the fix. And people don't like being in the middle of the fix. Becoming sober when you're an alcoholic, that beginning sucks. Addressing your insecurities and your shortcomings in therapy and becoming accountable, that sucks. Mm-hmm. This is an important time in the human race. We are fixing. This is a very, very big thing I just said for the last 2 minutes that a lot of you don't see it.
No, I get it. I went sober about a year ago, and I get it. It's the first couple months is the bit that fucking sucks, and it is accepting the problem that you have and facing yourself in the mirror. Do you know what I mean? And then after a few months, then it just gets smooth sailing from there. That's what I think, anyway.
Proud of you, brother. Real pleasure to talk to you. Have the best day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You are very welcome. Everybody, thank you so much. Okay, who won Iowa?
With love.
With love from Iowa. Here we go. Everybody that did not enter the giveaway on Whatnot, you suck. Everybody on social, that's on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, that's not here at GaryVee.com/whatnot, you fucking suck. Everybody in the Whatnot that did not hit that little button while it was up there, you stink. All right, here we go. Eagle. I like Eagle. Whoa, Eagle and Pig, our kit book. Oh, there's a manga. We got a hit. I like that we just talked about accountability. The accountable anteater. So apropos. Let me go to the fourth card. Sweet Swan, which, Rips, you agree with me, has been gaining some momentum. I feel like Sweet Swan's in a little bit of a moment. OGV Friends Collectors, leave a comment and Whatnot if you agree with me. It feels like Sweet Swan is going from like tier 5 to 4 to 3. Like it feels like it's in a moment. And the manga is The Wise Wasp. It's a nice little $5 to $15 card. Is that right, Rips? Yep, $10. All right, now let's sign. We're going to go with the accountable anteater because it's a color match. Iowa, congratulations for getting free money while everybody else. I do want to do another one. All right, let's put up the sticker packs. Everybody, these incredible sticker packs. You get 15 stickers in a pack. Laptop stickers, great for the kids. These are $15, as you can see in the store. If you've never bought anything, watch this. I'm about to give 300 of you something for free. Everybody on other social medias, including you, Instagram. You got to get over here, GaryVee.com/whatnot. You cannot get this for free. Only people on Whatnot. If you've never bought anything on Whatnot, put never. I just need all of you to put never. Clem House, thank you for telling them how high quality the stickers are. They are remarkable. All right, everybody that just said never, which is hundreds of you, watch what you're about to do. You're about to hit this little yellow button right here. Hit that. Hit that little yellow button. What's that? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Mike. Hit that little yellow button. Inside that yellow button is a white button that says VF15. As soon as you've hit that VF15 button, say, I hit it. Hit this little note, and then click the VF15. As soon as you hit that little, I hit it, very nice. Now there is a code in your shopping cart. You will literally now get this for free. It's right here pinned at the bottom, these stickers. You will literally now get this for free. Go click that, buy, and it will be free because you have a $15 off, and you now get whatever you buy, your first time purchase gets $15 off, and since this is $15, if there's no button for you, you might be on desktop.
They might still be able to add it to checkout.
Yeah, you can go to checkout and add the code VF15. As you can see, Adrian just pinned in the chat the code you would use. So if it's not there, all right, and that's that. Free stuff for everyone. Fire away. We have another giveaway going, another pack going. Every one of you should be clicking this button, the giveaways button. What's that? A lot of $0 purchases, you're seeing it? Good. And if you don't want the stickers, there's a shop right here and you can buy whatever you want and get $15 off. What's in the shop right now? Toys, other thing? Aaron, let's go back to tea with GaryVee. That's enough of an infomercial for VFriends Collectibles.
Valerie asks, how do I know if I'm built for entrepreneurship or if I'm just romanticizing it?
By even asking that question. Let me be very honest this morning because I'm in the mood. When you're an entrepreneur, actually, do you know those bugs? I use this analogy a lot. You know the fly, in the summer you have that like zappy light thing on the porch because you don't want the mosquitoes and the bugs, and the bugs just go to it and die, and like the bugs can't help it. They're so drawn to the blue light, they can't help it. They probably even, I don't underestimate bugs. I think bugs actually know they're going to die. They just can't help it. That's almost like being an entrepreneur. You almost are very likely going to die, but you can't help it, and you believe you can live. There was no option for me. There was no option for everyone that I've really met that's an actual entrepreneur. Now, we live in an era where people want to take a stab at entrepreneurship. People are dabbling. They're experimenting. You know how high school kids go to college freshman year? Normally girls, and they'll experiment a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see people are doing now with entrepreneurship. They want to experiment a little, but they're getting caught because it's not really who they are, And so, I think what's really cool is I'm thrilled that people are trying it out. And that's amazing to me and exciting. But I think if you have to ask, you're definitely not a purebred entrepreneur. And to be a successful entrepreneur, often you have to be purebred. And I do see people learning and getting there, but they had like 90% of it there. You know what I mean? And so that's how I see it. That's how I see it. All right. Let's keep it going. Next question.
So Michelle asks, I've been with my company for 7 years. They recently announced they're closing our office in 3 years and relocating to another headquarter in Florida. People who don't relocate will be grandfathered into remote work, but are no longer eligible for promotions or lateral moves. I love my job and the people I work with, but feel executive leadership is ruining it. Should I stay and not ever make more money, or leave what I've built up over the last 7 years to restart somewhere new?
I actually think what's her name?
Michelle.
Michelle, I actually think you're being incredibly entitled. 15 seconds on the giveaway, everybody. Click it right here. Only 392 of the 600 people that are you guys crazy? Hit this button right here. It's right here. Are you nuts? What's the matter with you? That's insane to me. Who's the winner? Faustus. All right, let me get back to my tough love. Michelle, you're being obnoxious. This company is relocating to stay alive. People don't realize companies die if they create coddling. This isn't parenting. When your parents overcoddle you, you just become a loser. When a company overcoddles, it goes out of business and everyone gets fired. Did I hear that right? The company gave people a 3-year notice? I thought when you said 3, I swear on my kids, I thought you were going to say months. The company gave everybody a 3-year notice. And then on top of that, the company says you get to keep your job and work remote. Are you fucking kidding me, Michelle? I hope they fire you right now. Upper management is ruining it. No, you not realizing that shit changes and your lack of adaptability and your entitlement. Life is not fucking fair. You can go get another job. I'm dying here on this one, Michelle. Michelle, I love you, and of course, I don't really mean like I hope they fire you, but fuck, Michelle. The fuck's the matter with you? 3 years notice, and not even getting fired. You get to keep your job remote, but you just can't get promoted. Are you fucking crazy? The entitlement is off the charts. I think that company is remarkable. Please tell us the company so I can send them a fucking gift basket and a note to say that they're remarkable people. And I might just shut down my companies and go apply for a job at this company because this fucking company's 3 years notice. And then you don't even lose your job. You get to keep it and work remote. We've lost our way. China's going to win. That's it. China won. No, China won. Fuck, Europe could beat us at this point. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Yeah, I am Jess Litz. I'm struggling to get a remote job. And I'm so pissed I'm answering people on TikTok instead of forcing them over here to Whatnot. This fucking question really put me on tilt. Corso, this fucking lady asked me, you heard it? You're watching? 3 years notice to not even lose your job. This poor company's just trying to move to Florida to have better tax structure so that they can keep the company alive. It's competitive out there. AI is coming. Do you understand how hard it is to run a fucking company? You know what happened? All this propaganda got people thinking corporations and CEOs, it's so easy and they're so bad. Everybody got you twisted, kids. You go do it if it's so easy. Why don't you start your own company, Michelle? Why don't you start a company? The fuck's the matter with people? I'm dead right now. I just want to congratulate the communist regime in China. It's very clear to me that us Americans are fucking lost in outer space. Vanessa Brito on YouTube says, Gary, chill. Vanessa, I will not chill. I love us too much. I love everybody who's watching this, my community too much. Faith, I am irritated. Fuck me. Ask that question one more time, Aaron. Ask it again. I just want to feel what I felt. I just want to feel what I felt. Please ask it again.
Okay, Michelle asks, I've been with my company for 7 years. They recently announced they're closing our office in 3 years and relocating to another headquarters in Florida. People who don't relocate will be grandfathered into remote work, but are no longer eligible for promotions or lateral moves. I love my job and the people I work with, but feel executive leadership is ruining it. Should I stay and not ever make more money or leave what I've built up over the last 7 years to restart somewhere new?
Jesus fucking Christ. Buy your sticker packs. Right down here. There's only 18 left. You can get them for free. Jesus Christ. Rips, run another. Rips, piss me off even more so I can watch another 100 people and Whatnot not enter a free giveaway that basically gives them free $50. Here it is, pack. It is up right now. Free pack right now. Free pack right now on the giveaway. These are $25. and I'm going to sign one of the cards you can sell for $75 on eBay. I'm literally giving you a free $100 because I love you and I love doing commerce-tainment. What commerce-tainment is I'm doing entertainment right now, but I'm also on a commerce platform which allows you to buy mugs, allows you to go into the shop. Can somebody please go into the shop now and randomly buy something? I just want to, like, if there's something there you want, I just want people to see, because I want all of you. I want actually all of you to start being on Whatnot and TikTok Shop and selling something. Please click in there. If you've got kids that love Squishmallows, we got Squishmallows in there. If you've never bought anything on Whatnot, hit this little yellow notes and click the VF15 button. That gets you $15 off your first purchase. This is now free by clicking literally this button up here. Free giveaway. Free giveaway. Only 369 of you. Okay, we're doing better now. We're finally getting there. Everybody click this, click this, click this, click this, click this, click, 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 click. All right. All right, next question. Here we go. Beautiful. I like the way, good job, team, and the way you just brought this in and you're like seamless with me. I like what you just did. Krista. Krista? There you are.
Hey, sorry, I was in the shop.
No worries. Well, I like that. Thank you. Where are you based?
I'm in Sarasota, Florida.
Amazing. How are you?
I'm good. Really excited to talk to you.
Thank you. What's your question?
Yeah, my question is, so I built a pet care business. The first year we did about 30,000. The second year we did about 130,000. And then the third year we did 250,000.
Good for you.
So thank you. So I'm trying to figure out a way to scale and make it bigger. I'm about to do some supplements for the pets.
I like that.
T-shirts if I can, t-shirts. Also,
Tell them where to go to hear.
My business is called Wiggle Your Tail Pet Care.
Wiggle your tail. I like that.
Yeah, Wiggle Your Tail Pet Care. We also do dog training, pet taxi, dog walking, overnights. We pretty much do everything. I actually started listening to you in 2018 and something just clicked. And I said, you know what? I've got to do something. So I started there and I was doing dog treats while the pandemic was happening.
Love.
So now I relocated. When you were talking about relocation, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, it makes sense. I had to relocate and move to Florida from California. So I started it in Los Angeles and then moved down here to Florida. It's been way better, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to make pet care like a need, because I feel like so many pets go into the shelters, into the rescues, because people don't have the time to care for them, even though they have all the love.
How much social media content are you putting out daily?
Not much, and it's really been really tough because I've been trying to grow it. And
how many times a day do you? I'm not asking you for not much. I'm asking for the real number. How many posts a day do you post, and on which platforms? And don't bullshit me because I'm going to help you here.
Okay, so on TikTok, I've been trying to post, but I have not posted. I'm going to be real with you. I have not posted much.
I don't like that. I need numbers. How many times in the last month have you posted? 0?
In the last month, I would say probably about 15
okay,
posts.
Not horrible. So once every 2 days.
Pretty much.
Okay, not the worst. I thought it was going to be way worse. Okay. What about What about Facebook? You now, do people need to come to you, or they can buy DTC, or how does it work?
So pretty much I get a lot of my leads from Facebook. I do have my house, which I do private boarding here.
You do know that you can make posts on social media, see which ones do well, better than your norm, right? What do you normally get in views on a TikTok? 50 views, 100 views, 1,000?
On TikTok, not much at all. It's been really hard. I do have a question though, because I feel like I have 11,000 followers on my personal TikTok account. Is that something that I should integrate? Should I integrate my personal life, business?
Yes.
Okay.
The other thing that you need to do is you need to run ads on Facebook, and you need to spend $100 a week on a 10-mile radius of your location.
Okay.
And if you don't know if you don't know the details, you go to Google or check.
I know what you mean.
Well, you have to every local business that's watching right now must run $100 a week in ads amplifying a piece of content that is either done well organically or is made that's a very hard sell on a 10-mile radius of their location.
Okay. I feel like I did that recently and I did see a lot of engagement. I just never know how much to spend. I never know how much.
$100 a week, 10-mile radius. And then if you really know your demo, if you're like, well, I really crush, if I noticed most of my customers are 40 to 60-year-old women, then you do $100, 10-mile radius, 40 to 60-year-old female.
Interesting. I like that. That's more specific, and because it's already like
and now
narrowing it down.
Because if you did 10-mile radius on Facebook and it hit 27-year-old dudes who you know are not going to really hit you, so you want to look for your demo. Understood?
Yeah.
$100 a week, but you need to post organically a lot more. Stop worrying about anything other than you need to post multiple times a day on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of it. Don't worry about anything else. Just fucking post.
I like to be very private with, you know, the content that I post. I don't like to post a lot of like my clients' homes and things like that. I don't.
I've posted more than any human on earth for the last 15 years. I post nothing private. You don't know shit about my kids. You don't know about my life.
People want to see the dogs, you know?
Well, yeah, but you know, you've got to figure out how to do that. Maybe you go to a dog park and you interview people.
Okay.
You see where I'm going?
What would I ask? I mean, we do dog training.
What the fuck do you ask? You're in this fucking business. You ask them shit you fucking know.
But random people are going to be like, why are you coming up to me talking to me? You know what I mean?
Do you know what year we live in? We live in 2025. You're coming up with a fucking phone and you're coming up to someone. They know what the fuck is happening. Okay. And the ones that don't want you to interview them will shy away and look at you weird. And the other half will fucking like put on some lipstick and ready to fucking make some fucking social media content.
So I do have an idea, and I was thinking about this. I bought this like dog costume, and I wanted to put our t-shirt on it.
Okay.
And I wanted to go around and just have it like wiggling its tail, like just randomly wiggling its tail around the city.
Do it.
And was going to post on TikTok and be like, have you seen Wiggle?
Yes, do it.
You know?
Yes, do that.
I thought that would be really cute.
I think it's cute. It likely won't work, but I need you to do it. Do you see where I'm going? Like 90% of the things that I think don't work.
Yeah.
Let me say it nice and slow. 90% of the things I think will work don't work. That makes me happy, not sad. You motherfuckers are all insecure and scared, and you're the reverse.
Yeah. I think I get it. I think it's just do. And if you don't have an opportunity to fail, then you're not going to see where you need to tweak it and make it better.
Correct.
Yeah.
And if you don't post, nothing will happen. You'll just sit around and think.
Yeah. I'll have to do that.
Good. Love you. See.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Everybody, there's a lot of new people here. If you're new, say new : and ask your question. We'll look for them. If you're looking to ask a question, I see a lot of you asking questions. If you want to be on future shows, I have some great news. I'm going to announce it here right now. Post Labor Day, when I am in New York City, I am doing Tea with GaryVee every morning. And I have a bigger surprise behind that even. I'm going full-pledged GaryVee post Labor Day. I'm back. Last 2 years, I've been very head down, CEO VaynerX. I am way back. You will see me a lot more on podcasts, on streaming, on other people's shows, and right here in the saddle. Tea with GaryVee, very consistently back unless I'm traveling, which I'll be traveling more because I'm back. But I'm really back. And so I hope all of you join me. If you're new, please follow VeeFriends by clicking up here so that you are always part of our shows. If you actually click our logo here, you can click and then hit profile and you can bookmark future shows. You're on Whatnot, which is a live commerce selling platform. In fact, I want to say this nice and slow for everybody. Sid, pay attention. It's part of a piece of content I really give a shit about to make. I believe, actually, everybody in the chat right now on all platforms, tell me how many followers you have, because I believe that if you are a human that is building a personal brand, you're a creator, you're an influencer wannabe, that if you have between 10 and 50,000 followers, maybe even 10 to 100,000, maybe even 1,000 to 100,000. Yes, if you have 1,000 to 100,000 followers and you have any level of salesmanship, so please tell me in the chat if you have over 1,000 followers on social media and you like selling, like you like doing a garage sale, you've been a salesman, you're not scared to sell, that I believe you should be joining Whatnot and selling something, even random stuff in your house and starting to practice. I believe the rise of the creator and influencer economy is that there are tons of people that have 5,000 followers on social media right now that are never destined to be Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or Charlie D'Amelio, destined to never be me, but are actually destined to make $100,000 a year being someone who sells on social live commerce. There's a lot of you that are trying to get to 1 million followers that have no chance to make $100,000 a year and do plus and do what you want. Half of those people actually will crush on live shopping and will get to where they want to be, but they need to be a commerce-tainment, a content creator that sells things on Whatnot and TikTok Shop and all the future live shopping platforms. Amazon's got one coming, Walmart's got one coming, eBay's got one coming, meaning they all have one right now, but they're gonna get better. I don't know what Facebook and Instagram's waiting for. I don't know what YouTube's waiting for. I don't know what Twitter X is waiting for, but they're coming. They're in the woods, I promise. They're probably all distracted by AI right now, but live shopping is going to explode. I believe most of you who are aspiring to be a creator, an influencer, a content creator, an influencer, a personal brand, I believe most of you are not good enough to become wildly famous. And I think half of that group is good enough to sell stuff, whether around their house or start selling a product. And I challenge the thousands of people watching right now to go to Whatnot right now, because on TikTok, you need a certain amount of followers to have a shop, right? Do you know what that number is? You don't remember, right? Is it 5,000? I thought it might be 5,000. Is it 1,000? It's 5,000. It's 1,000. There's a debate, but I think it's 1,000. It's 1,000. Yeah. 1,000 to go live, and I think 5,000 to have a shop, maybe. Let's get the right answer because I need it for my content. We'll get the real answer. A lot of people are saying 1,000. Is it 1,000 to go live, or is it 1,000 to go live and have a shop?
I have less than 1,000. I can go live.
You can go live, but so maybe it's 1,000. We'll get the exact answer because I know it's always moving. I know it's 1,000 to go live. Is it a? I think it used to be 5,000. Now it's 1,000. I just need anyway. It doesn't really fucking matter. You'll figure it out. I believe most of you in the next week must go live on Whatnot. I highly recommend going live on Whatnot. The problem with Whatnot is you don't get audience for free. On TikTok, you get audience for free. The problem with TikTok is you get audience for free, but a lot of them are not looking to shop. On Whatnot, even if you have 11 viewers, they're buying. Got it? Whatnot's QVC. TikTok's more commerce-tainment. But I think all of you should try to sell something this weekend. Everybody should have who's ready for the GaryVee's 2025 virtual garage sale challenge? Who's ready for GaryVee's 2025 virtual garage sale challenge, where you do a garage sale on Whatnot today, meaning this Saturday? You're gonna gather stuff in your house. You're gonna download Whatnot. You're gonna make a nice little profile. You're gonna schedule a show, and this Saturday you're gonna sell stuff around your house on Whatnot. Who's ready? This takes work, and all of you are saying yes in the chat now, and 90% won't do it.
I'm doing it this Saturday, G.
Mike, you really made a fucking huge mistake.
No,
You will.
I'm doing it.
No. You have to understand. If you don't do it this Saturday, I'm gonna fire you.
I'm doing it.
No, because you'll be a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite. All right.
I will do it.
No, I understand. Sid, please send me the link Saturday. That's on you now. I will watch you.
Okay.
Good job, Mike.
Yep.
So this says that you can sell other people's products
Other people's products on your TikTok.
without any followers.
Okay.
But there's
To be a TikTok shop seller yourself, it seems like 5,000, but you can be part of the affiliates.
Right. Affiliates are different. TikTok affiliates different. That's anybody could be an affiliate. No. So it's 5,000 for TikTok to do what I want them to do, but you don't need any followers on Whatnot. The problem is when you go live on Whatnot, you included, Mike, you need to, here's the hack. Ready? I need everybody who's doing the GaryVee 2025 virtual garage sale challenge to set up a Whatnot, set up the show, and then the link to the show, you have to then text everybody on Friday night in your phone from Adam Anderson to Zachary Zasloff. You need to text them the link to your show and say, hey, can you check out my garage sale tomorrow? I know you're not going to do that because most people are scared to do that. I see the fear in your face, Mike.
No, I'm so ready for this.
Right? See, I'm in love with the game. Gross, I already feel awkward. That's good news, in love with the game. That means that you're not a salesman, and you should not do this. If you feel gross, don't do anything. This is not for everyone. Not everyone likes and can do sales. In fact, a lot of people don't like it, hence why salespeople make money. Some people love it. See, Keon says fun for me. Other people, tell me if you think this is great or gross in the chat. Everybody, great or gross. Leave great or gross. Because gross is allowed. And so is great. It's okay. I think it's gross to chill. I'm kidding. But like, yeah. Gross brings out the worst in people. Not true. Setter said gross brings out the worst in people. Selling something you believe in is incredibly noble and amazing. He was brought up in a family or in a culture that demonizes selling. So was I. I was born in the Soviet Union. Communists said that's gross. I disagree. So like selling, especially something you believe in. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching. All of you, please follow me right up here. Follow here right now. Adrian, can you please put GaryVee? I want everybody to follow GaryVee so when I go on shows, they can follow me. Rips, are you going to jump in here and do something?
We're sending them to a Chrome case break in LIC.
Oh, this is great. Everybody, we're about to send you somewhere from Whatnot. All 600 of you, come check this out. Everybody follow me on Whatnot. Everybody, thank you so much for being part of this show. Everybody on all my other socials, please go to GaryVee.com/whatnot now that I'm leaving and download the app so you can be part of the actual show in the future. Love you. See ya. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I'm on 2 hours.
Tonight. You got those hats tonight.
Oh, and I'm on tonight. Ooh, we're finally launching the Logical Lion hat tonight. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. The Logical Lion hats. These are going to sell out in 1 second tonight. So if you're still here, please click up here, hit profile, and bookmark tonight's show. I'll see you at 9 p.m.
216 packs get opened.
Everybody, you're about to have the best time. Please, if you want to learn more about VFriends, and you should, come over. Where's my phone on this? Thank you, T. Thank you, G. Thank you.
Wow. 501
Came over from VFriends. We're about to send them to the case break.
We're about to
send them to the case break.
We're going to the next.
We're going to the next office.
We're going to the next
office.
Everyone.
Everyone. To rip 216 packs.